Hey guys, I'm gonna make a little video about Stoplightgo. The reason I'm making this is when I was looking to join, I searched YouTube, searched the internet, tried to find somebody that was relatable. I don't know if you're like me, but it could be the best salesman, best video with all the affiliation ads all over the screen, and all it does is scream at me that you're getting paid by someone to make the video. So this is my way of trying to fill that gap that I haven't seen yet on YouTube or anywhere. So I'm gonna give you a little basis about how I came into the company, what my thoughts are about it, where I'm at right now, and kind of what I see now that I've been associated with it for 2 months. So starting out with how I joined, a safety man at the place that I work, got 2 engineers in my department to join. They approached me with it, and at first, I'm gonna be honest, kind of made fun of them, went the other way. To be honest, I didn't know what an MLM was 2 months ago. Never been a part of one, never done anything like this. The closest I've ever been to something like this would be my mom a few years back was doing some stuff called mishi, which is basically like a handbag where you put skins on it and you can change them out to different skins, and she did well with them. She even went as far as to earning some trips to Hawaii and whatnot. But as far as for me, wasn't really anything I was looking into. But that being said, one of the things I valued most and what I've always seen as wealth in my eyes has always been passive income. Coming from somebody that at 18 years old went to the pipeline, worked in the plants, worked offshore, 712s most of the time for months on end without going home, living inside of a camper. I didn't have a whole lot of time to really invest and do those type of things, even though I did. And I was semi-successful with it, just didn't have the time to dedicate to it. I've always been in search of finding passive income. You know, the kind of income that's coming in when you're sleeping, when you're hunting, fishing, whatever you like to do. On vacation, you have money coming into your bank account. And of course, we all have Roth 401k and maybe even investments. But I wouldn't really call that passive income. That's stuff you're putting money into. It's not paying you to go do the things you love to do. So when this came across, a couple days after I, kind of pushed it off, I'm sitting around talking with one of the guys, and they show me their account, and within about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, he'd already almost made back what he put into it. And now the subscriptions weren't live yet, so the monthly income wasn't coming in. This is just from people joining under him. So it kind of piqued my interest. Started looking into it, couldn't find the kind of video I wanted to see, but I found Mick, which I love Mick, found Briggs and watched a few of Briggs' videos, and then I joined, signed up on the 800s club. A few days after that, I was going to pick up my daughter from my mom's house. She watches her during the week while I'm working, and started talking to me about my dad's retirement and how close it was coming. And it clicked. This is perfect for y'all. It's not just perfect for somebody at my age that, is got some time to build it up. It's perfect for somebody, that's going into retirement, that's looking to just have a little bit of extra or a lot extra. But they went ahead and joined, and me being the skeptic that I am personally, and just not having a whole lot of faith in any of this, mainly because I've never been a part of it, I paid for them to join. And I kind of forced them to take my money to join, just because the same reason when my friends would come up in the past and ask me about what I was investing in or what I'm putting money in, I didn't really tell them what I'm investing in. And it was mainly because I know I've lost money on my investments. I've been successful and I've lost money, and I just hate for somebody to make their first investment and lose it and then look at me and I'll be the reason for it. So I paid for them, told them that, look, I'm pretty confident in this, that it's going to be something. So when you make your money back and when you make the $300, just pay me back. Because at that point, the 800 club had already ended. So they joined. After that, I kind of left it alone, to be honest. I had one driver my mom. And I contacted a few friends and just kind of told them about it, but didn't really try to push it or sell it. And in my head, I was thinking that, once I make some money off my one driver, then I'll show them and that'll be more convincing. That's a little bit backwards, because if you don't have anybody joining in, then you're not making money. And to go off of that, about 3 days ago, I got my first monthly check. Now, the company isn't fully live yet, but they wanted to go ahead and start the subscription-based payouts and get everything rolling. So I got my first one and I went and checked it. And I'm be honest, I was a little bit discouraged. I kind of went to bed that night almost thinking about quitting. But I woke up the next morning on a completely different note. It's actually real. It's not this get rich quick scheme that all these different lies and everything. It's real. The passive income's there. Everything is there. You can make money from people joining. You can make money from overtime as a company gets good, gets going. You can make money from people, from commission, from people just buying stuff that are associated to you. You don't have to sell, push, or house product or anything. All that is real. And that's the main point of this video, is I want you to know that. But I had a misconception, and the reason I just sat with my one person for a month and a half, 2 months, was the way that the feel was explained to me. Now, I'm not going to say this was because of Mick or Briggs, mainly because of the people that were at my work explaining it to me. And basically, this is how it was explained to me. Everybody's paying $60-something a month. Everybody that joins pays, the people that have 3 people, $2.15. So technically, they were saying it as in one person could fill 30 other people's races, if you follow me. And that's not the case. The feel comes in whenever you get your 4th and 5th and 6th. So the first, the 1, 2, 3 people. So the first person you get on, you get $1. The second person you get on, you get $1 and some change. The third person you get on, you get $2.15 for everybody in your race, up to 80-something thousand people. And the feel can feel that. But the feel only comes from when you get your 4th, 5th, and 6th, and so on, when you become an owner. And some people would, one of the guys at work was saying, well, that's almost no point. And because that feel is going to go up above you, and you're the one getting the people on. And that's not the case either. Because when you get your 4th and 5th and 6th person on, you're getting 20% of the profits they make. Everything that they make, you're getting 20% of that. And then it goes down. You get percentages off of the rest of the people you get and the people they get. So there's always incentive to add more people on, not only to make the company grow, but you're going to be getting some of that feel, and you're adding to the feel that's going to eventually fill up your matrix. So you can look at me, and I'm around the 600 mark. And my mom joined around the 1,000 mark. This thing grows to 100, 200, 300,000 people, or some of these people that are involved with this organization have been a part of companies that were 2 million people strong. If this grows that far, we're going to see feel extremely quick. And I see that now. But on that note, and talking about that, to understand, from my point of view, when I was working out there, in Texas and Oklahoma and traveling all over, I didn't go home. I stayed, I stayed where I worked 7 days a week. And there wasn't a whole lot of drive to keep me going, because I'm not spending money. I'm not going to do things that I like to do. I'm just working all the time. So I get on eBay, because I'd use eBay since I was 16 years old. And I would just buy little things, and my wife likes to call them trinkets. But, I'd buy things, and whether it was for fishing or hunting or just to have around the camper or whatever, I would just buy little things, and those things coming in kind of kept me going in a way. But if somebody would have came up to me at that point in time and said, hey man, there's this thing called eBay, do you want to buy into it? And Amazon, and do you want to buy into Amazon? I'd have probably went and looked at it, seen that it was a bookstore, and went the other way. There's no reason to invest in something like that. How would they ever compete with eBay? Well, now we know what Amazon is. And you could about imagine if Amazon would have done something like this, to where, you just imagine the people that would have bought in and subscribe to help get Amazon off the ground, if they'd be paying basically royalties to the people that helped get them started, you might imagine how much money all these people would be making. So understanding that, I can see why an online market that's looking to compete with Amazon and eBay, they would have to put some kind of incentive to be able to get off the ground, to be able to get noticed whenever you already have these big tycoons running the show. What better way to do it than to have an incentive to help build your customer base of a passive income, plus everybody that buys product from the company, them just signing up or being in your waiting list, you're gonna get a commission off of it. Not only that, the people just buying in and joining are gonna give you money, and then the passive income's gonna come down the line. As of right now, this is April 30th, 2023. There's a little over 2,000 people, and the company is going worldwide. So I just heard a couple of days ago on a meeting that it's already open in Brazil, and people from Brazil are starting to join in. The best part about that is that they don't start new structures when they go to other countries. If you're in the first 2,000 and this goes worldwide, this is all the same structure. It's all going to be everybody that joins this company, everybody that buys from this company, it's all the same structure. So my whole goal with this video is to say this, that I'm going to put my QR link down in the bottom of this video. If you are interested, join the waiting list. It's free, and you can kind of check everything else out. It's invite only, so use my QR link to join. But if you do join under me, I'm going to also have my email underneath this video. Go ahead and send me your name and your QR link, and I'll go ahead and post it inside the description below this video. That way everybody that joins under me will have, a chance to get some publicity and to help them get something. And whether y'all say inside the comments, do you want me to post a QR code, and as they get their 3, post the next one, and as they get their 3, post the next one? Or would you want me just to post everybody's QR link inside the description, and somebody, when they want to join, they can just pick a random one? Because it's not just about me, it's about growing the company. I'm really passionate about this now. I see this as a huge opportunity, and a very good way to get passive income for one of the lowest and smallest investments I've ever made in my life. So let me know in the comments what you think. Appreciate you listening.